Is. I'm really very impressed to see the group. Bishop, I want to thank you for inviting me here tonight. I want to tell you all I'm not a speaker. I'm not here to orate. I hope that I'm going to be able to motivate some of you. In the back, on the way to the bar, I hope that some of you got to see the posters that I brought. They're my late husband, Johnny Jones. And I want to tell you a little bit about him, and hopefully, when you know a little bit about him, some of you younger guys might be motivated to get involved. Johnny Jones was a high school dropout. He married me when he was 16 and I was 15. He was a plumber by trade. He was an ordinary man, but he did some extraordinary things. His first outing into the political world was helping pass the Environmentally Endangered Lands Act. He was very instrumental in getting the Big Cypress, and I know that's probably a pretty tender subject right now because I understand that the buggy trails are being closed in the Big Cypress, and an organization, I know you're airboaters, but I'm sure you're sportsmen too, and that's an issue that really needs your support. The Rotenberger area, he took the Rotenberger purchase before the governor and cabinet. We rented bus loads of people that went from South Florida, and we took a DC-3 airplane. I rode on that squeaky airplane. And we got the Rotenberger area. Later, the Holy Land was about to be leased to a sugar company for sugar cane, and the sportsmen and my husband led the fight, and the Holy Land is now a public area. One of our dreams, when we were kids, we went to the Kissimmee River, and when they channelized the river, well, we stopped going there. There was nothing there to go for. And he was a friend of Art Marshall's, and Art Marshall and Johnny got together, and the Kissimmee River Restoration Bill was passed, and I understand that you all, I guess, probably airboat on it, and hopefully there's going to be 20 miles of it restored. The Carl Bill, Conservation and Recreation Lands Act, he wrote that bill. Actually, I sleep in the room now where he wrote the bill for the Conservation and Recreation Lands Act. It is now the Florida Forever Act. And in the original bill, that area, those areas that were bought, if it was compatible uses, it was to be open to the public for hunting and fishing and outdoor recreation. The Save Our Rivers Act, they had already adopted Save Our Rivers as a policy of the state, but there was no money. And Bob Graham, when he was governor, asked Johnny, he said, it's too late in the session and I can't put my name on anything, but you can do it. And he got the funding for the Save Our Rivers, which the water management districts have used. I really don't have a figure on how many acres of land, but it is a considerable amount. Okay, how did he accomplish so much? This uneducated man, this plumber. He had some philosophies. Number one, never tell a lie. And I'm sure Lane, as the lobbyist, he'll tell you that's a good first rule. Don't ever tell a lie. The second thing, I don't care if you're talking to your county commission, your city commission, make friends with whoever that you need to lobby. This, I think, is very important. I'm seeing an awful lot of division between groups. I think we need to be more inclusive instead of less and less exclusive. We need to work with those with opposing views. When my husband first met Marjorie Stoneman Douglas in about 1969, he went up to congratulate her on a speech that she had made. I'm assuming that most everybody here knows who Marjorie Douglas was. She was called the mother of the Everglades, the first lady of the Everglades. She wrote Everglades River of Grass, which I'm sure all of you have heard that term. But he walked up to her and introduced himself, and she looked at him and she said, "You're a hunter." And he said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "I hate hunters." And so he said to her, "Well, Mrs. Douglas, I've heard you speak, and I believe that we agree on about 90% of the issues. I think we should set aside those things on which we disagree and work together on the things where we do agree." And she looked at him and she said, "That is the smartest thing I ever heard." And from then on, they worked together. And the Kissimmee River, not the Kissimmee River, the Everglades restoration plan was written on my back porch. Marjorie Stoneman Douglas, Arthur R. Marshall, my husband, plus representatives from every major conservation organization in the state of Florida. What I'd like to leave you with tonight is that each one of you can make a difference. You may not be able to pass a bill like the Kissimmee River, but you can make a difference in your county commission and try to just strive to do extraordinary things. Now, I want to say to Bishop, when I first met Bishop, I think he was about 20. And he was still wet behind the ears. He came to my house and he met with my husband, and he stayed in touch with my husband as long as he was alive. And I'm so proud that now he's been testifying in the halls of Congress. I'm proud of you. When I think of Bishop Wright, the word sterling comes to my mind. The dictionary says sterling means high quality and excellence. Come up here, Carol. Bishop says, behind every good man, there's a good woman. Well, I say he's wrong. I say beside every good man. I have these silver coins. They're American Eagle silver. I'm sorry. They're 99% silver. And I have one for each of you because you are sterling characters.
All right.